send your goons in there to seal the deal. You pressured him and he didn't like it. Well, I mean, I can talk to him, but you gotta let me handle it, okay?
Nathan, can't that wait?
No. No. I can't come into the office right now. We're in the middle of dinner. Well, this isn't just any dinner, it's Passover. No, I can't come into the office. Well, do what you have to do. Goodbye.
Daddy, why is there an extra plate at the table?
Nathan, will you please pay attention? We're trying to have a Passover Seder here. You didn't even hear what Lori was asking.
I'm sorry, what was your question, Lori?
Why is there an extra plate at the table? I remember we did it last year, but I don't remember why.
It's a symbolic invitation to Elijah the prophet to join our Seder, and later we'll send Sammy out to check and see if he's at the door.
What does that mean? Symbolic.
Well, I hate to tell you, but what it means is it ain't gonna happen. Sooner or later in life, you're gonna have to learn, all right? There's things that we want in life, and you open the door, and most of the time, there just ain't nothing there.
Nathan, that's not a thing you should be teaching your daughter.
Well, sooner or later, they have to learn. Now, where were we?
The bitter herbs. You have to say the prayer over the bitter herbs.
Ah, yes, bitter herbs. God's gift to the chosen people. You know, to the Gentiles, he gives Christmas cookies. To us, we get this wonderful meal of bitter herbs, horseradish, parsley dipped in salt water, and matzah that doesn't even taste as good as plaster.
Nathan, are you going to start up again? Are you going to ruin Passover for us? I would have thought you would show some respect for the holiday and be a better example for your children.
You're right. Children, your mother is right, as usual.
That's it. I'm calling Sheldon in the morning.
Oh, Sheldon, your brother, the famous divorce attorney?
You've gone too far this time, Nathan.
Well, tell him I said hi.
What?
Tell him I said hi. I give up. What more can I say? Maybe this night is different than all the rest.
What's next, Daddy?
Well, now it's when we check to see if Elijah comes. So the youngest boy, that's you, Sammy, okay, you go to the door and open it, wait a few seconds, and then come back. Is everything all right out there?
Dad, it's Elijah the prophet!
Symbolic.
Listen, you know, we're happy to share our meal with you. You look like you could use it. In fact, it's a tradition this time of year to invite a stranger over to your home for Passover. But I've always taught my children the value of honesty, and I'd appreciate if you told them your real name.
Sure. My name is Elijah.
You're going to tell me you're Elijah the prophet.
I'm not going to tell you I'm not.
All right, you're Elijah the prophet. Enjoy the meal, and then get out of here.
Nathan, you don't have to be rude to him.
Rude? This man comes barging into our house, eating our food, and I'm being rude.
Excuse me, you guys invited me in. Pass the salt for me, please. Thank you so much.
Okay, fine. You're Elijah the prophet. You got anything else on your agenda? Just the meal, or maybe you're going to grant us 3 wishes?
What am I, a genie? A genie I am not. I don't do wishes and I don't do dishes. Oh, do you have a question? You don't gotta raise your hand.
Yeah. How do you get to every Seder?
I don't go to every Seder. Santa Claus, I'm also not. I pick one Seder where I'm really needed and I go to that one. Oh, please continue. I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, we're pretty much finished. I guess we're at the park for, we find and taste the sweet matzah. We let Lori hide it, and then Sammy finds it.
Lori always hides them in the same spot. Boring!
Well, it's been nice meeting you.
Oh, thank you.
I guess you'll be going now?
No, I'm in no hurry.
Well, we have we'll be turning in soon, so I guess I have to ask you to leave. Do you need some money?
No. I have no need of money. Thank you, though. That's very generous of you.
Well then, what do you want?
Why don't you have a seat? Make yourself at home. What I want to do is what I came here to do.
Which is what?
You don't know.
I couldn't hazard a guess.
It's Passover.
I know. What's that? So what about it?
What does the youngest child do every Passover?
I don't know. A lot of things. Well, I suppose you're asking about the 4 questions?
Bingo.
Well, we already did the 4 questions. We did that before you got here. Our service is over.
Our service is just beginning. You get to ask me 4 questions.
You're serious? I ask you 4 questions and then you promise to leave?
Is that your first question?
Yeah, sure. Let's get this over with.
That's your first question for Elijah the prophet. You can ask me anything you've ever wondered about, and you're asking when I'm leaving. That's the best you could do.
Look, I don't have time for games, okay? It's been a long day, and frankly, I'd like to just read the newspaper and watch some television. I'm sure, we're glad we could share this meal with you. I'm sure the kids enjoyed you, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I'm being as polite as I can be.
I'll leave as soon as you've answered your 4 questions.
All right. I'll humor you, okay? I ask you 4 questions, and then you promise to leave.
I promise. We have a deal. A pinky square.
All right, well, I guess my question is, why should I believe in this?
Why should you believe anything?
That's it? That's your answer? That's the best you can do? I kind of thought you could pull this charade a little bit further and come up with some philosophical mumbo jumbo or something, but that's just it? You're going to answer a question with a question?
Is that your second question?
Yeah, sure. Let's wrap this up.
Okay, yeah, I answered your question with a question, but it was a very good question. And this is a night for questions, isn't it? So now I'll give you some answers. Why should you believe? Why should you believe anything? Life is, after all, just a matter of belief, isn't it? Isn't everything just a matter of belief? Go to your car in the morning. You believe it's going to start, not blow up in your face. You believe in going to work, providing for your family. You believe in being honest, obeying the law. You put your faith in the things that you believe will make your life better.
Okay. Only my life's not better, okay? I mean, I've got 2 kids, that's a blessing, but my wife hates me, and she's probably going to go through it this time and divorce me. I hate my job, and I'm up to my ears in bills. I mean, what's the meaning of it? What's the purpose of all this?
Now you're asking some good stuff. You see, that's why you get 4 questions. Most people waste 1 or 2 before they get to the important stuff. Could you imagine if I only asked you 1 question like a vault? So, why don't you take a minute, think of something good for your next question, huh?
All right, okay. I'll ask you the ultimate question. What is the meaning of life?
That's it. That's your 3rd question.
Yes, oh great prophet. What is the meaning of life? What is your answer?
There is no meaning.
Well, that's what I was afraid of.
It's true. There is no inherent meaning of life. I'm sorry you don't like the answer. I don't mean to disappoint you.
Listen, that's fine. You kind of had me going there for a minute. I mean, I thought, well, even if you're not the real prophet, maybe you'd have something interesting to say, but you're not even that good of a philosopher, okay? So why don't we just wrap up the questions so that you can go and I can get back to reading the newspaper?
Nathan, do you like baseball?
What are you talking about?
Baseball. Do you like baseball? Do you like to watch it on TV? Did you play maybe when you were a kid?
Well, you're the great prophet. Aren't you supposed to be all-knowing and all-seeing? Don't you have all the answers?
What am I, a fortune teller? Come on, I'm not a fortune teller. You answer my question. I've answered yours. It's only fair.
Yeah, I like baseball. I used to play it when I was a kid.
Yeah, you played catch maybe with your dad growing up.
Yeah. Well, that was about the only thing that we did. Growing up in our household was not a good time. My parents didn't get along very well, and sometimes I'd go out and play catch with my dad just to get him out of the house and away from yelling at my mother.
Yeah. Kind of like your son does with you, huh?
Well, I suppose. I suppose I'm turning out just like him. I sort would be different, but I guess it's just the same.
That's not my point. My point is, David, what's the meaning of baseball?
The meaning of baseball? There's no meaning to baseball. It's just a game.
Bingo! You understand that?
What, you're saying, the answer to my question, that life has no meaning because it's just a game?
Bingo!
Well, it's not a very good game.
Well, on the contrary, it's the perfect game. It's just, most people don't play it so perfectly.
You know, it's funny, my father used to say something like that to me when I was having trouble in school. He'd say, you know, even the best hitters fail most of the time.
Oh, that's nice. It's not exactly correct, but it's nice.
Well, he was saying the best hitters average, 300? So that means they fail 2/3 of the time.
Like, failure is just a matter of what your goals are, right? They don't fail to bat, they fail to hit. If you set your goals correctly, you can't fail.
Well, I suppose so, but isn't that just lowering your standards?
Is that your fourth question? You know, never mind. I'll give you a freebie. I'm feeling very generous tonight. And besides, it's not really a question. It's more like a request for clarification. So we're still on 3 questions, okay? So, you think that setting your goals differently is settling for less, and you think that's a bad thing?
Yes, it's a bad thing. I always teach my children to try their hardest in school, and they are straight A students. I'm very proud of them. But what if they said, oh, you know, average is good enough? They said C's and D's are just fine.
You just told me that your goal for them is for them to try their best, and I'm about getting straight A's.
All right, bad example. Okay, at work, I have to achieve certain sales levels if I want to keep my job. What if I just said, oh, you know, I don't care anymore?
Oh yeah, you get fired.
Exactly. I get fired. I lose my job.
And is that so terrible?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Why?
Well, isn't it obvious? I lose my house. I lose everything.
From what you're telling me, you're gonna lose everything anyway. So keep the house, that's your goal?
Well, no. I guess a house without a family is no good.
So having a family is your goal. Well, you have a family. You've reached your goal. Everything's good.
Yeah, only everything's terrible. I don't know. I'm confused.
There you go. Confused? That's a good thing. Up until now, Nathan, you've been quite sure of everything. So, what's going to be your 4th question? Ask me something that you always wondered about.
Well, I suppose it'd be how to be happy, but, you know, maybe you have a point. I do have a family and a home, and a job, but I just don't seem to get any satisfaction out of it.
Okay, so what's your question?
Well, what's the secret of happiness?
Oh, Nathan.
Well, what is it? What's the secret?
There is no secret, and you already know the answer.
But I don't.
What's the secret to enjoying baseball?
Baseball? Well, it's just a game. There's nothing philosophical about that. You do your best, you know, try to get past your failures, enjoy your successes. It's just a game.
Bingo.
Well, life's not like that.
Isn't it?
I don't know, is it?
Is that your 4th question?
I think that's my 5th, but I lost track.
Yeah, so am I. Who cares, right? So, you want to know how to be happy?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the secret to being happy is being happy. It's not about doing, it's about being.
I don't understand.
It's about appreciating and being grateful for everything going on right now.
Well, there's nothing going on right now.
There's nothing. a million things going on right now, Nathan. It's not about looking, it's about seeing. Once you learn how to see, my friend, you'll have all the happiness you know what to do with.
Well, okay, so let's say I make being happy my goal. I don't know how to attain that.
Okay, so first of all, what else should be your goal? Eat the most gefilte fish, huh? Second thing, you haven't made being happy your goal. You haven't failed at it yet.
All right, well, I guess I don't know what to do.
My friend, you have everything you need to be happy already. You just need to reset your goals.
Well, I guess I still just don't know what to do.
Well, you know, I'm sorry, Nathan, but you're out of questions. You've reached your quota.
I'm not out of questions. I got a million questions.
My friend, you will come to find that I've answered all of them already. And with that, I think I should be leaving.
But, okay. Listen, whoever you are, thank you.
What are you thanking me for? You invite me to your home, give me a good meal, it's I who should be thanking you. Say goodbye to your precious family for me.
Can I help? Is there anything I can help with?
I don't need any help from you. Just go watch television or something.
Can I just keep you company?
Suit yourself. Is he gone?
Yeah. He just left.
Good. Made me very nervous. What did he want anyway?
Just a good meal and some conversation.
That was very strange. We'll have to be more careful opening the door in the future.
But Mom, it was Elijah the prophet.
Don't be ridiculous. Nathan, tell them he wasn't Elijah the prophet.
Who's to say he wasn't?
So now you're gonna talk crazy too?
I've been talking crazy for years. Why would I stop now? Did you do something to your hair?
3 days ago. You're just noticing now?
Yeah, I'm just noticing. I'm just noticing a lot of things. It looks really good.
Well, I'm still calling Sheldon in the morning.
Well, what can I say? I can't say I blame you.
Now what?
Well, I haven't been a very good husband. I'm really sorry.
You haven't been that bad. I just don't know what to do anymore. You've been okay.
No, I have not been a good husband. I once was in love with you, and I forgot about that somehow. I forgot about a lot of things, but that's gonna change.
I wish I could believe that.
Well, life is just a matter of beliefs, isn't it?
Are you drunk? Or just crazy?
Kids, do you mind finishing up? Judy, keep going a little walk with me, and there's a few things I'd like to talk to you